Hello, faculty, and welcome to this first video for Blackboard Design Camp for Beginners. First thing we need to talk about when we talk about Blackboard is that it's a learning management system, an LMS. Most of the time when you ask students what their experience with an LMS is, they'll say, I've never heard of it. I don't even know what it is. Even if they've had experience with Blackboard, they don't know that Blackboard is called a learning management system. And the fact that it's a learning management system means that as an instructor, you can share content with your students online and they can access it on any device that can connect to the internet. And this goes for online and face-to-face classes. So, first thing you see when you get into Blackboard, you will see a list of all your courses that you're teaching or may have ever taught on the right. If you have been at Coppin for a while, you will know that you will have lots and lots of classes, and this list on the right can get very, very long. First thing you want to do is you want to limit that list to what you can see. When you go to My Courses, right here in the first part in Blackboard Home, you move your mouse over where it says My Courses and a little gear shows up. You want to click on it. When you do that, you will see a list of all the courses that you are either listed as a student or as an instructor in. If you want only certain classes to show, all you have to do is click on the course name or unclick on the course name to remove it. So anything that is clicked or checked on will show up in my view. Anything that I uncheck will not show up in my view. So I will click on Submit. And then what I will see on the right, I will only see the courses that I want to see right now. So perhaps you want to have your most recent course and your current courses. Now, if you want to go back to the courses that you have and you don't see them listed here, you have two options. You can go back to the settings and then just check them on here so you can see them. Or if you just want to see what the courses are, if you click on the courses at the very top, you will see all the courses that you are listed under as well. So you don't lose the courses, you don't lose access to the courses. It just makes it visually easier for you to find your courses. So in any course in Blackboard, to enter it, all you have to do is click on it. And when you do that, you will see what we call your course shell. All the information that your students will be getting, and you as well, will be on the left. This is what we call the course menu. Now, for students, anything that shows up with a little box next to it indicates that there's nothing in that particular page, which means when a student sees that, they will not see anything in there because there's nothing in there. Once you start adding information to that, then the students will be able to access it. If you ever want to know how a student is viewing something, in Blackboard there's something up at the very top towards the upper right that looks like a little eye. That is a student preview. That will show you how a student sees Blackboard. So if I click on it, I will see that yellow bar that shows up. It's indicating that I am in a student view. And then I will see immediately over here on the left that I don't have as many options or links because the students cannot see them. When you want to exit student view, you just click exit preview and just click continue. So now, when you are here on the left of your Blackboard course, the first thing you'll see is announcements. Announcements are ways that you get your students' attention. It could be, hey, we need to bring this to class. Or it could be feedback that you're giving them from a previous class. Hey, good job from last class. We're going to work on this. It's a way to communicate with your students. So all students, when they log into Blackboard, into their course, they will see that announcement. Plus, they will also see it if you send it as an email. So if I click on an announcement, first thing I can say is create an announcement. Right here, it will ask me for a title or a subject for this particular message. In this box right here, I can type any information that I want to share with my students. It could be, have a great vacation, or here's your homework. It doesn't have to be always formative. It could be informal, but it's a great way to communicate with your students. Before you submit it, if you scroll down, you will see an option down here which says send a copy of this announcement immediately. If you click on that, what will happen is that announcement will show up in your Blackboard course, but it will also be sent to the students as an email. It also gets sent to you as an email as well. So therefore, if you need to refer back to something, you have an email and a paper trail for it. Then you'll see something that says welcome. This is typically a welcome statement that you're giving to your students. Welcome to the course. Here's what to expect. Your syllabus, that's where you would actually add your information for your syllabus. You can upload it or copy and paste your syllabus right into Blackboard. And your faculty information would be how a student can contact you. You could put a picture in there if you'd like. You could put your office number and your office hours in there. Now, for every Blackboard course, you get two default options called course documents and assignments. Both course documents and assignments have the exact same things in them. So let me show you what I'm talking about. If I click on course documents, I'm going to see build content, assessments, tools, and partner content. If I go to assignments, I will see the exact same thing. I will see build content, assessments, tools, and partner content. I will see all of that in both the course documents and the assignments. So the first thing you have to decide as a professor is, where are you going to send students to get this information? Students constantly complain that they don't know where to find the content that the professors are giving them because the professor's putting it anywhere in Blackboard. You have to be consistent where you want to put your information for Blackboard. If you want to put all handouts or anything that you're physically giving out in class, perhaps you might want to put that in the course documents section. And then perhaps if it's an assignment that the students are physically submitting to you for a grade, perhaps you want to put that in the assignment section. It is entirely up to you how you want to use it. You just have to make sure you're consistent with how you use it with your students. Perhaps you don't want to use the word course documents. Perhaps you want to call it something else, course units or week 1 or module 3 or whatever you want to call it. If at any time you want to change that, you simply move your mouse over to the side of it and you'll see an upside down triangle there. If I click on that, you'll have 3 options. It will say rename the link, hide the link, or delete the link. If you rename the link, you can change it to anything you want that will make sense for you. Like I said, as long as you're consistent with your students. If you don't want to use the assignments tab, you can call it something else or completely delete it. And also, you can organize the left-hand course menu to fit your needs. Usually, if you move things around in this course menu, you could click and drag. With the new update to Blackboard, you can do it using the keyboard or mouse. Here you'll see an up and down arrow. If I click on that, I will see everything that's in my course menu. And I can click on it and I can move it up or down to fit my needs. I will click submit and then it will tell me that I have ordered or changed the way things look on here. You want to have anything that's important really towards the top because students rarely ever scroll all the way down. So anything that you want them to have, you want to have it organized in any way that you'd like. Now, if let's say course documents and assignments aren't enough for you, perhaps you want to add some more links or some more things to this particular course menu. If you click on the plus sign at the upper left-hand corner, you will see some options. You will see an option for content area. You will see an option for module page, blank page, tool link, web link, course link, subheader, and divider. So if you do a content area, what a content area allows you to have, it allows you to have all these different options of build content, assessments, tools, and partner content. If you do a module page, it's actually just a blank page that you can create and build on there. And it's considered a module, so I'll have a specific little folder with it. or you could do a blank page, which just shows up as a blank page that you can add things on there like you would like a Word document. A tool link, what that is linking to is some internal tools that show up in Blackboard. So those external tools in Blackboard, let me show you what they look like. It's called Tools on the course menu. And these are these external tools in here. So a student can get to these if they look at it. But if you want them to go through a shortcut, perhaps you wanted them to have a quick link to NBC Learn, you could add it by clicking on that plus sign and clicking Tool Link. I can say I want that to be NBC Learn shortcut. Then it's going to ask me what kind of tool I'm looking for, and I can scroll down here and I could find that particular tool. So I want it to be the NBC Learn. Then I have the choice. Do I want this to be available to my users, or do I want this to be a link only available to me? What that means is you would be able to see the link, you could use it, but your students wouldn't be able to see it. So for example, if you wanted to put your PowerPoints for your lecture in there, but you didn't want your students to have access to it, it could be a shortcut just for you. And I'm going to click on Submit. Anytime that you add anything to this course menu, it will always show up at the bottom. And then you just have to move it up wherever you want, either by clicking or dragging, or using those up and down arrow keys to place it wherever it is that you want to go in your particular course. So I will see this here. This box indicates with the slash indicates to me that that link is not available to students. Only I can see the link and whatever goes with it. If I ever want to change that at any point, I just move my mouse over by where that link is. I'll see that upside down triangle. And then I can say show the link. Then it's available to anybody who is in the course. Another option you could have is a web link. This is for an external outside internet resource. So if it's a website that you go to frequently, you can make a shortcut here on the course menu so students can access it. If you do a web link, you simply type the name of what the link is and you copy and paste, or you type the URL or the website address here. And then the students will be able to have access to that. They will click on that and it's a shortcut to them to that external site. The subheader is just something that you might have above here. And the divider is just a simple line like this. So if you want to make it look a certain way, you can do that within Blackboard.